online quiz recently. No, it wasn't which Disney princess I most like. Cinderella, by the way. I took the quiz to discover my primary communication style. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. According to Toastmasters, there are 4 primary communication styles: direct, analytical, initiating, and supportive. I'll share mine a little bit later, and you might be able to guess mine and yours too as we go along. But no matter what our primary communication style, different situations and environments will call for us to access all 4 communication styles. These 4 styles are tools in our toolbox that will help us adapt to whatever situation we find ourselves in. The first communication style I want to talk about is direct. This type of communication is decisive and confident. People with this primary communication are focused and results oriented. An emergency situation requires you to get right to the point. I remember during my CPR and first aid training, the EMT telling us that in an emergency situation, people will forget the number to 911. So this is not the time you want to tell people all the available exits. You want to direct them to the closest exit that will get them to safety. You call 911, exit the building, stage right. A press conference is another situation where you want to get straight to the point. This is an ongoing investigation. We have a possible suspect in custody, but are continuing to investigate all possible leads. No questions at this time. The second communication style I want to talk about is analytical. This type of communication is precise and logical. People with this primary communication are systematic and task-oriented. If at that press conference you want to give people time to ask questions, you've moved into analytical communication. This type of communication would work great if you're announcing a new initiative or vision. A couple of tips are to be organized in your presentation. Slides would be a nice addition. Then allow the audience time to process and ask clarifying questions. My vision for Sterling Toastmasters is that we grow our membership by working with our local Rotary Club. This would be on board with what Toastmasters International is doing. Are there any questions? Just kidding. We need to move on to our third type of communication, initiating. This type of communication is enthusiastic and fun-loving. People with this primary communication are innovative and persuasive. If you want people to get on board with that new vision, this is the communication style you want to bring in. This one would also work great if you're the main speaker at a party or celebratory event. You might even a couple of tips are to give people time to socialize. You might even invite others to share their stories. Tonight's event wouldn't be possible without the hard work and dedication of, come on up and share a few words. The fourth communication style I want to talk about is supportive. This type of communication is calm and approachable. People with this type of communication are careful and patient. After an emergency, this type of communication works great on one-on-one interactions. It would also be great after an emergency situation when people need the reminder that everything is going to be okay, even if it doesn't feel that way. We've all been through a tough situation. We have systems in place that will allow us to rebuild. Counselors are available if you need someone to talk to. This was hard, but we will get through it together. Did you guess my primary communication style? It's that last one, which means at times I can appear indecisive and conflict avoidant. So I'll need to access those other communication styles when the situation calls for it. As Cinderella might say, be true to yourself. But you have tools in your toolbox that will allow you to reach your objectives no matter the situation you find yourself in.